think that certainly younger performers have been intimidated into silence. I think some of those who speak out have been severely punished. Yeah, I think it's career ending for people to support Palestine. What greater proof do you need that we're living in a kind of dystopian darkness in a way? And I think it affects that, and I understand it in a way that the performers are intimidated into silence. It affects our national conversation, and it also affects the performers as well. That it makes them feel bad about themselves, and it affects their work in a way, and so it poisons this McCarthyism that we have now, particularly about Palestine. Really poisons our national discourse. It's really a very bad thing.
I was brought up in a communist household, and that was actually very traumatic for me. For example, my bed was 3 inches from the ceiling because underneath it was 20,000 unsold copies of the Morning Star.
Does it affect your work? Do you get kind of less bookings, or you've been outspoken for a while, obviously?
Yeah, I wouldn't claim any victimhood, really. I think I'm in a kind of unique position, really. I think that because I've been in the entertainment business for like 45 years, I know, I've grown up with a whole generation of senior producers, and that have when times when you could get away with being with a lot more stuff. I grew up with those people. I've got and I think they respect me. My position has always been the same, so I have a lot of respect for that. So I think I'm kind of hard to attack, really.
And a warm and hearty welcome to our independent parliamentary candidate, Mr Andrew Feinstein.
I'm here today to support Andrew Feinstein. I've been a resident in this borough for over 40 years, and I've never disliked our current Member of Parliament more. I think he's a very dangerous character, and I'd like to replace him with somebody who's a decent, moral human being, something which I feel Starmer is not.
Just Keir Starmer, or the whole of the Labour Party?
This incarnation of the Labour Party, I think, is pretty dislikable, really. Yeah, I think they're. I'm not a member or anything, but they're intensely factional. They're bought and paid for by billionaire interests, and they offer nothing to. They offer no alternative to ordinary people, and essentially they offer nothing to ordinary people.
What do you think, someone who feels left-wing but they think, I don't want any more of the Tories, we've had 14 years of the Tories, what else can I do? I have to vote Labour. Is that, or you feel differently?
When I personally feel differently, I think that if you vote Labour, you are essentially voting Tory. I think the difference is going to be, I think in some ways the Labour government will be worse. I think if you present yourself as the left alternative and then block off any possibility of reform from the left, then you enable the right, really. You get we've seen all over Europe the kind of wishy-washy centre-left governments in Italy, in Germany, in France have enabled the far right, really, and Starmer will do, with his feeble lack of policy and courage, will do exactly the same thing.